Are we concerned at all about Shohei?
Oh my gosh, no, not at all. I mean, first of all, this is what the second week of the season. It's still very, very early in the campaign, and I think the thing that we have to remember too is that Shohei has basically, at least as a pitcher, he's done everything that's been required of him. He's gone 6 innings in both of his starts so far this year. He hasn't allowed an earned run. He did allow an unearned run yesterday. That actually snapped a 25 and one third innings scoreless streak that he had at that point. In fact, that note I saw yesterday that that is now the longest scoreless streak for a Japanese-born MLB pitcher. And then also it overpasses Babe Ruth, who had a 25 inning scoreless streak himself. So we like to compare Shohei to Babe Ruth. It was interesting seeing that comparison in that regard. I will say on the at the plate though, that is where there is a little bit of concern for me at this point. He's got 14 strikeouts so far this season, 45 at bats to this point, but still hitting 267, and he's got 3 bombs. Am I concerned at all that Shohei's not going to pan out throughout this year? Not in the least. I mean, this is a Dodgers team that is still loaded from the floor to the top, from the bottom to the floor. They are clearly loaded. This lineup is going to be great. He's going to get protection throughout the season, so those numbers I think are going to increase. But again, this is just the second week of the year. Let's kind of take a deep breath in terms of the concern for Shohei at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, so a couple of things here. You're right. It's the second week of the year. You're right that there's no concern. I think it's absolutely wild that he could have 12 innings and no earned runs. Again, the one unearned, but no earned runs. And our conversation is, are we worried? Like we saw a tweet earlier that pointed this out, but you're talking about 12 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and it wasn't his best stuff. Like that speaks to his dominance. Now, you're also right, Coley, that, the concern at the plate, I think there might be a little bit there, but it's early in the season. I'm not worried about any of that. I think this all speaks to the Herculean expectations that we have around the word Shohei now. And frankly, I want to remind everybody that the Dodgers have absolutely nothing to play for right now. Nothing. There's nothing to motivate them. There's nothing to make them want to try. There's nothing to make them give a damn about baseball in April. There is nothing that the Dodgers could, should, or would care about right now. So if they don't care about any of this, and they're still, and shouldn't, and they're still playing well enough that they are who they are, and Shohei still has 12 innings with no earned runs. Like, I just want to remind everybody that this is the ultimate example of a team that knows that now's not the time to put any pressure on the gas. Like, now's the time you just sit back, ease into it, stretch out a little bit. Like, this whole section of the season, the first 3 months of this Major League Baseball season for the Dodgers is the equivalent of you and I stretching before we actually run. And we're doing the tortoise versus the hare thing. Like, we're letting everybody else start this marathon and go. And they can just get out. They got a lead. They're up. Who cares? They've got a better record. Who cares? They're a mile ahead of us. Who cares? Because this Dodgers team is so good that when they decide it's time to put the actual pressure on, when it's time to get into that moment, they know how to handle it. They know what they've been there before. They've mastered it before. Like, there's nothing I could see right now that's going to give me any level of concern with the Dodgers or with Shohei, because frankly, even when they don't have to be engaged in the season, Coley, they are still doing these things. They are still no earned runs. Like, he's still this dominant a player. Yeah, there are some things to work out, but I'm not going to be concerned about the Dodgers or Shohei, even if he's this, let's say, politely inconsistent, which I think is a harsh way to break this down. Even if he's this inconsistent in July, I'm still not worried about Shohei.
I think when it comes to that inconsistency, and we saw the tweet talking about how he just didn't look good, he didn't have his best stuff. When I think about that, I do think about how he's pitching, and I will say I haven't watched every single pitch, every single inning of Shohei Ohtani so far this season, but I did notice that his velocity's down. A lot of that is because it's the middle of April, the beginning of April. His velocity on his fastball is down. The splitter is down. Basically, everything is down. His whiff rate lower than it's been in the last couple of seasons. And that's a big part of the reason why maybe to the outside eye, he doesn't really have the stuff that we're used to him having as a pitcher so far again, that being said, it's going to come around. It picks up as it gets warmer. The bite on the breaking pitch gets a little bit tighter once you get more into June and into May. And I mean, it's just the nature of the season, beginning the season. To your point, there's nothing to play for at this stage except getting out there, giving your all, refining various parts of your game, and then once it is go time, maybe in June, maybe in July, maybe later, whenever that is for the Dodgers this year, you're absolutely right. They'll turn it on when they need to, and we're going to see the Shohei that we've come to know and love.
I would almost argue that because of the World Baseball Classic, which did require a little bit more oomph from everybody, I just wonder if this is essentially spring training. Like, this is light pitch and catch. This is light, hey, I worked it a little bit. I feel good about it. Now I'm gonna throttle it back. I'm gonna be okay. But I'm not really gonna strain my body. I'm not gonna strain any portion of this. I'm just gonna get my rhythm. Great baseball players talk all the time about the length of the season and just trying to get the right feel and get the right rhythm and ease into it and make sure that you allow everything, the process, to sort of work itself out. Shohei's going to do that. I just think that coming off of the World Baseball Classic and now coming in to this portion of, let's be honest, meaningless baseball for the Dodgers, it's not meaningless for everybody, but for the Dodgers, who have one set of expectations, who are a back-to-back champion, and who, frankly, also played late into last year too. So these are all things that sort of factor into the training process, the mental process, the regimen, all of these things for Shohei. So my level of concern is just, Coley, it's a 0 out of 0. And right now, if I still had to bet my house, if I had to bet your house, if I had to bet both our houses and we don't get to talk again until the bet pays out, so it's awkward for all of us, if I had to bet everybody's houses on the Dodgers or the field, I'm still betting on the Dodgers. There's so little right now that could talk me out of it because of their dominance. And that, I realize, a lot of season to go, but Coley, I don't know about you. I feel like patience is a virtue right now for Dodgers fans, for Shohei fans, and for all of us in the way we cover it.
Yeah, well, and the way that you said it earlier, this is a team that has been here before. They know what it takes to get all the way through this year. They know what it takes to get through not just 162, but everything that goes into the playoffs and the World Series. Dave Roberts will get this team where it needs to be. And don't get me wrong, they're still the most dominant team in the NL West right now. So anybody that's having some concern over Shohei right now and the Dodgers, breathe easy, and we're going to make sure that those bets are paid, Fitz.
It is hysterical to me, to your point, that I do feel like there's a little bit of sky is falling already. And we're like, oh my God, are the Dodgers okay? And I'm like, are the Dodgers okay? The Dodgers are 9-3. The Dodgers are 9-3 with a 34 run differential right now. Not 9-3 at plus 34. And we're actually sitting there saying, I don't know. How do we feel about it? Like, you're a Braves fan. The Braves are 8-5 with the 34 run differential. You got to feel pretty good early in the season for the Braves.
Feeling
right?
amazing.
Right. See, you're like, this feels awesome. And Dodgers fans are like, Dodgers coverage is like, are they broken, man? I don't know. They've only won 9 of their 12 games, and they're only outscoring their opponents by 34. This is what we're going to do, Coley, all year with the Dodgers. We are going to do this because the expectations are so dang high.
Well, I mean, the expectation should be too, because what are we talking about? The possibility of a three-peat going on with this team? That's going to raise the expectation right there. That's like, you got to win 162 all the way through, right? But again, breathe, woosah. There's plenty of time for the wins to come. I mean, this is still a 100-win team at the end of the year.